And welcome back. I've got a special guest here with me, Pattie Moreno, familiar face. Good morning to you. Happy Friday.
I know. Woo!
We're
Friday.
here, yes, program director at Hot 103.5, and we're going to be talking about some of the topics that have really gotten a lot of buzz this past week. Some of them are a bit controversial. You'll notice the very good-looking guys behind me because the first topic is men's fashion. I don't want to waste any time, Pattie. I want to get right to it. You know there have been some misfires with men's fashion. Some people have it, and some people don't.
Wow.
I'm not saying I do, but
I'm glad he didn't go don't.
Here's a couple examples of some of the misfires that you may be familiar with. You know, Johnny Depp, he's got his own style. Sometimes he's criticized for it. Joaquin Phoenix, of course, kind of let himself go. He has since recovered. This guy, I don't know who this guy is, but this guy might win the top award for worst fashion. Oh wait, that's me. Yes, that's me and my various outfits that I've used for segments. You know, the reason that I'm bringing this up, men's fashion, is because there's a website, trunkclub.com, and this is where you can connect with your own personal stylist from anywhere, whether it be phone, email, text message, or through the iPhone app or the actual website itself. He or she will know which sizes, colors, and brands will look best on you. So if you're a man and you feel like you are not good with your fashion sense, you can actually go to this site and have this personal stylist measure you up, decide what's best for you, and you get it in the mail. What do you think about that, having that option for men and women? It's for women too.
Well, my husband's closet's 3 times the size of mine. I hate shopping. I'm not the typical female, so he is like you, very dapper, dressed nice all the time.
Thank you.
So he would probably invest if he didn't have enough time. But I'll tell you what, I don't believe in the online thing because you get it and just never is as good as it looks. You know,
so it's better to go into the actual store and have someone look at you rather than look at your pictures and decide what's best for you.
Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely.
Plus, Jeff, one size doesn't fit all.
Exactly.
You know,
That's
different
true.
makers fit different, people differently. I mean, it's just not that simple.
For me, it works if I'm familiar with that store, and I typically will only buy if I can return it to the store. So then after a while, you start to know which brands you can fit, you know your sizes.
Yeah, and sometimes you go to the store and they actually have shirts, and you know this, Dan, they have shirts and the ties together. They believe that ensemble is best. I like picking my own style, but that's just me.
You're an independent guy.
Yes, I am. Well, Dan, both you and Pattie can help me out with this.
I've been asking for help. No one stepped up to help.
Okay, so that was a press conference from the father of that 9-year-old boy who was able to hop a flight bound for Vegas. You remember that case? It was kind of different, and he was basically asking for help from parents to figure out how to best discipline that child. What do you guys think? I mean, that's a tough one.
I thought that was a movie. Was that a movie, Home Alone, where the kid got on the plane and ended up in New York?
Yes.
So maybe he was watching too many movies, this kid. I will tell you that I might get chastised for this, but I always say it starts with the parents. It really does. You have to know everything about your kids and what they're doing and going through their backpacks and checking out who they're talking to. You just have to know. And sometimes I think in these situations, kids don't get a lot of attention.
Yeah.
So they go way out of their way to find it other ways, like flights to New York.
Well, the most telling thing on that story to me was it was a 9-year-old boy, and the dad said he wanted to try to recreate Grand Theft Auto. A 9-year-old boy should not know about Grand Theft Auto.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
That's the end of the story.
And you know what, Dan? We actually have some pictures of some other methods that parents use occasionally, and it has to do with putting your kid on a street corner with a sandwich board.
A sign, yep.
And basically it says what they did wrong. Some are doing it because they are bullies. Some are doing it because they lie and steal, and it goes on and on. What do you think about the humiliation method?
No way. You just don't do it. I mean, you may want to privately humiliate them at home, but I would never do it publicly to my child. No.
That seems to be crossing the line. It's so hard, though, especially speaking as a non-parent. I don't know, what do you do?
There's natural consequences to stuff.
Right, but the parent of the 9-year-old, he was reaching out. He said he's tried to get, what do you do? Everyone's made differently. What happens when you have a kid that's just bad beyond what your realm of controlling him?
That's a tough one. And there's one last topic. We got to wrap up, but Shania Twain, we teased this. She's been through kind of a rough patch with her relationship history. Her ex, she says, cheated on her with her former best friend, and she spoke with Robin Roberts with Good Morning America about whether or not she's over it yet.
It's been 5 years. Have you forgiven him?
I'm not forgiving. I'm still mad.
still mad, and kind of an ironic twist that she ended up with the ex of the woman who was involved in this alleged affair. So now she is with
was
him.
It planned?
Oh, wow.
Do we know?
That may have been planned,
yeah.
But it's definitely an interesting twist to it. So the question is, you can't blame her really for still feeling upset 5 years later, right?
Women scorn, women scorn. Every woman takes heartbreak differently, but she did write that song, whose bed have your boots been under? So it was probably going on for a long time. I believe that artists always write about their personal lives, you know, and so the lesson learned, don't mess with Shania.
Was
or
she
me.
mad at her ex-husband or her ex-friend, or both?
Both, absolutely,
Right.
both. Well, we want to thank Pattie Moreno for coming on this Friday. Thank you so much.
Sure.
And addressing some of these very interesting topics. For now, we're going to send it back to you guys.
All right, Pattie, Jeff, thank you.